How y'all doing? This is Conscious Thoughts. This is King Hart. And I'm in the building with my guy, MikeNice, man. How you doing, Mike?
What's going on, Mike? I'm chilling. Thank you for inviting me on your program again. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no problem, no problem. You know, I have a lot of respect for this guy. Me and this guy actually grew up, you know, Farnham House, playing basketball together. You know, actually, after we're going to play one-on-one, you know. So first thing, I'm going to start off with this, man. What made you want to start playing people one-on-one?
So I've been calling people out since the beginning of August, and for a lot of reasons. One is 2018 for me financially hasn't been great. So when I play one-on-one, I could kind of release my frustration and channel it in a positive way. Second is I'll be 32 a week from tomorrow, so my body is, you know, stiffened up quicker, so I have to stretch longer. So I challenged myself and challenged my body to be in basketball shape, how I was in middle school, high school, even in my early 20s. And I may never even get there, but the fact that the challenge is there for me to get there. And third is, I believe like I'm a great one-on-one basketball player. I know we spoke a few days ago on the phone about this.
Yeah.
And I just feel that what better way to prove to myself than to play people. So I've been calling people out, and I've been playing random people at the parks, going to different parks. And as of now, August 26th, my record is 9-7, and hopefully in a few hours it'll be 10-7.
See, I save all my trash talking for the court. But one thing I will say is that it's easy to get back in basketball shape because, like, you'll be surprised when you step on the court. I played, I want to say a couple Fridays ago. I ain't played basketball probably about 8 months. I was like, I don't know my conditioning, I don't know what it was.
Right.
But when I tell you, Mike, people were more out of shape than me and making me look good, I was like, man, I ain't that bad. But I know that, I know what type of shape I could be in, and I know the shape that I used to be in.
Right.
But it's like nowadays, a lot of people aren't even in that tip-top shape, even if they are younger.
Right.
So I feel like you could definitely get back there. Like, regardless of anything, I just feel like whenever I step on the court and like I take a few dribbles and I take some shots, it's like I don't lose the stuff that I already know.
Right.
You know, like
Right.
when you get older, you just know your game, man. And there's still people playing like you paid a 50-year-old dude, right?
Yep.
So
And he was giving me the business too. Like I barely won that game. So
you see, gotta give respect to the elders, man. Respect to the elders. Respect to the elders. You playing any leagues or anything?
Nah. Just this one-on-one. I want to play 100 people and then see my results. See how many games I win of the 100 games I play. So I'm almost a quarter away there.
A quarter away there?
Yeah.
All right. Well, one thing that I do want to talk to you about is like dating nowadays, especially in this age.
Yep.
You know, I feel like it's very different. You know, it's not traditional like it was back in the day. You know how mama used to say, like, you know, you gotta go up to a woman. Now, women come up to men more than anything nowadays. I feel like a lot of roles have reversed, especially with women working more.
Right.
And like, you know, they're really passing men, you know, especially like we're getting degrees and stuff and going to school.
Right.
So it's like, with me, it's hard to kind of like measure up with somebody who already put high standards on, you know? And that's what I see nowadays. It's like, there's no understanding, you know? And if you like a black man, let's say you had a good job and you was working, but you get fired, that means you don't have the same income, nothing like that. Your money changes and everything.
Right.
And I feel like when that happens nowadays, I feel like women take that role like, you broke, get away from me, you know? Am I wrong? But that's just what it seems
like that sometimes. Yeah, definitely. I have to agree. What about the whole lately on Facebook and YouTube, they're sharing videos on females proposing to men. How do you feel about that?
I feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, me too. Now people are saying like it's, you know, like, but like if guys taking too long and if the chemistry is right, then why not? Why not the woman propose and say what's up? You know.
Right. And plus, how do you know that dude didn't try in the past and she said she wasn't ready? True. You know, you gotta look at it like this, because I seen I think it was that show with Jamil. What's her name? It's the two guys, the guy with the glasses and the girl. She ended up getting fired.
Jamila Hill.
Yeah, Jamila Hill. I couldn't say her name. Jamila Hill. and they was showing something. It was a woman and this guy, and they were like at a game or something like that, and the woman decided to propose to him.
Right.
But she said like they've been through a lot. They was together for like 8 years, and he proposed to her before, but she wasn't ready, so she reversed the role and she did it.
Right.
And so she was like, this sets us back thousands of years.
No.
And I was like, how? And she was like, men already make more money than us. Men already get better opportunities. Listen, Jamila Hill was on an ESPN show talking about sports.
Mm-hmm. Right,
So
right.
what are you, and you probably make more than half the dudes. A lot of women make more money than a lot of dudes nowadays.
Yep.
You know?
That's true.
So it's like, y'all already breaking down boundaries. How is a woman saying she loves somebody and say, I'm gonna marry this person? What is wrong with that?
No, I know. And if you want to talk about like the traditional standards, well, there's a lot of females who can't cook. So
True.
what are you saying? Like, you're not gonna gut with a chick who can't cook? Like, and there's a lot of guys who can cook. So everything is changing and evolving, which it should. It's called life.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with a female propose.
No, I don't either. And it also goes with how women want to be equal with men.
Yeah.
You know, and I know this is a touchy subject,
Right.
but I just have to say this. I don't want to be equal with no woman. All right, I don't want to be like a woman. I don't want to do anything like a woman. I just want to be a man, and that's how I look at it. You feel me?
All right.
So when I say stuff, people will be like, "We just want to be equal." All right, if you want to be equal, take the trash out. If you want to be equal, like you said, get on one knee and propose to me. If you want to be equal, go out there and shovel all the snow off the cars when it's snowing outside. Because that's what, man, if you want to carry on, I want to be a man, that's what we do.
Right.
The stuff you don't want to do.
See, but I'm gonna have to disagree.
All right.
Mike. Only because the fact that what you say is contradiction to what society is now. If you're saying that you want females to do what what guys do, supposedly, because I know I hardly take out.
Well, no, I'm just saying because there's a lot of women, like certain women that I talk to.
Right.
They say
they want to be.
We want to be equal.
Right.
We
But I get that. But like, if you think about how many single mothers are there,
That's a lot.
Right. So you got to think about what they do. And they probably do just as much as what you say a guy supposedly do. Take out the trash, take their kids to school, cook and all that stuff. So that's, like you said, it's a touchy subject, but I would have to disagree. I would just say I don't look at the gender, like I just look at we're human beings. So I want to be equal to your cousin or to your camera crew or to you. All about respect. You know, I don't really look at the gender, because when you look at the gender, then you look at the color. So then you say, okay, black people want to be equal to white people. What do you mean? I don't want to be white. I just want respect. I don't want to be white. I'm black. I am who I am. So it always it's like an onion when you're peeling a layer. So it's crazy. But I don't know. It's a touchy.
Nah, it is a touchy subject. And when I say like, because I understand that, but also when that single mom, when she gets a man, she expects that man to take on that role. Right?
I guess. I mean,
but it's like, it's like, my thing
nowadays.
is, and what I'm trying to say is, for a single woman, they don't want to do it, but they have to. And I understand that. You feel me? Right. They don't want to do it, but they have to. And all I'm saying is that me as a man, because I'm just talking for myself. Okay. I'm not talking for nobody else. Okay. I'm just saying, like, for somebody saying, like, somebody coming, a woman saying, I want to be equal with a man and I want to be something. If you want to be equal, don't get mad when you have to do the stuff that we do.
Right.
That's all I'm saying for the people who say that.
Right. So when a woman says that, like, what you should say, like, what do you mean equal? Because there's so many levels of equal. Like, what do you mean? First thing they're
gonna talk about is money, jobs. They're gonna say that they don't get the same opportunity as men.
Right.
And nowadays. I don't agree with that. I mean, you can disagree with me, but I feel like women have a lot of opportunities.
No, females definitely have a lot of opportunities from even 20 years ago, but the struggle is still real.
Yeah. No, it is.
The struggle is still real, and I would say, black females are below black males when it comes to struggle. You know, they always say like the white man, So I would say the black females are under us. Like, we have it a little bit better, a little bit. I mean, both of the struggles is real, but females, they're in the bottom still. Not gonna lie. That's just my opinion. No, but
I feel like one thing I do want to say, I feel like they're making a come up.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like you just said, you got Jamila Hill doing ESPN. You got a lot of ESPN female analysts, and you got Ellen, who's like the #1 daytime, and she's gay, and she's a female. Like, no, it's definitely a progress from 20 years. But now, 20 years later, when we're in our 50s, I want to see more progress for females and males and everybody in this one country.
So it's like, well, nowadays with dating, what do you think? Like, what do you think people should date for? Do you think it should be to? What do you think people should date for? Because it just seems like the whole trajectory of dating, it's like there's really no commitment. That's what, from what I see, it's really no commitment.
Nah, absolutely. I have to agree, but for me personally, I'm at the point in my life where I'm kind of looking for somebody, then some days I kind of don't. Mm-hmm. For the most part, I'm gonna be real. This is a real show, so I'm gonna keep it real. For the most part, like, I'm just looking for a person who I could maybe go on casual dates, definitely have sex with, but nothing like 100% committed, right? And I think that whole communication is like important. So a lot of times, and you talk about like females changing and stuff. Nowadays, I believe females are more about the sex just as guys. So they always have the guys are dogs and we do this. Girls nowadays, especially in the past like 10 years, girls are all about sex and all about like just doing the fast stuff too.
Yep.
But it's not as exposed as since guys,
overindulging.
Right. So girls, I mean, it's all about communication. So you and your partner has to have great communication, and you have to be honest and say what it is, what you both want. Mm-hmm. And like for me, like it's like girls say, "Oh, all you want is sex" or whatever. Like for me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I feel like if a guy or a girl, it could be vice versa, is straight up honest, and that person isn't with it, all right, so move on. But you shouldn't judge that person like. I know we have different religions and all that stuff, but like if someone's just looking just to have a good time and they're being safe and respectful, I don't see nothing wrong with that at all, for guy or girl.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because standards are different, man. You know, and everybody, what you said is absolutely right, because it is on both sides. Like, I feel like they always say that men think about sex more than women. I do not think that that's true, because like the stuff that I hear when I be at work, I'll be like, yo, where is your mind at?
Anything, I would say right now, 2018, girls are on the exact same level as men, if not higher, when it comes to sex and mentality. Like they're just smarter than us, so they could finagle it better. Like, oh no,
man, pretend and
right,
stuff like that.
Nah.
But it's I just feel like what you said is right. Communication is key. Just tell them the truth. If that's not what you want, I mean, if you don't want a commitment, say that. Because like dudes will feel like they forced into a commitment. Nah, if you don't want to be committed to it, don't.
Right.
But still understand what the relationship is. Still understand that she could go mess with somebody else.
Still
understand she could go have sex with somebody else.
Definitely.
And it's like, yo, you don't own anything. And that's what men have to understand. You don't own pussy.
Right.
Like, you don't own it. I don't care how much money you put into it. You don't own it, because she don't owe you nothing.
Right.
And she'll just go and give all of that to the next dude.
Right.
And it's just about understanding stuff. If you can honestly say to yourself, all right, I don't want to be committed. I know I'm going to just have sex with every woman I see. Be honest. At least she can't say you lied to her.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Communication is definitely vital in a relationship. You have to be outspoken. You have to tell them, okay, this is what I want, or this is what I'm looking for. So
why do you think that like side chicks are the thing, or side chicks or side dudes are the thing right now?
Man, side chicks has always been the thing, like since our grandparents, like for real. Why do you think our grandfathers got so many kids? So that's nothing new. It's just now it's 2018, they have a new word, so it's side chick. But like girls on the side has always been before we were born, because our grandparents are testaments of it. Like and that's not disrespecting any grandparent out there. It's just saying it's been around for ages and ages.
And it's like, see, the thing is that a lie is a lie. My thing is, if you messed up and you made a mistake, own up to it. Like, if you had sex and you had a kid, why let the kid be 13 years old or 14 years old or date one of his sisters or his cousins for him to find out that, yo, like, this is my fan. You know, and it's everybody wants to keep stuff concealed. Just tell the truth, because it's like you learn stuff, and you'll be like, dang, he had a whole secret life that we ain't know about.
Yep.
Somehow it comes back around and you find out.
Absolutely.
But I agree. I think it's always been around, and it's never gonna go anywhere. It's never, because the side chick is more exciting.
But like I said a few minutes ago, how the girls are on the same level. We got a lot of side niggas now.
Yeah, dudes don't even know they side.
A lot of side niggas now. Like I said, girls are on the same level, if not past guys, when it comes to the whole. They're smarter than us, so they know how to finagle it better. But there's a lot of side niggas out there. A lot of side niggas. Yeah. And like you even said, they don't even know. So
yeah, because they don't.
So you got
and it's
side
like,
chicks and then side niggas.
Because it's like nobody.
Now the side niggas, I think, has been the past like 15 years or so. That's something a little bit new. For real.
Nah, it is like,
you know what I mean? Because the whole our parents, our grandparents traditional was like be loyal and be loyal to your wife or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you know, you have guys or men back in the day still like cheating and whatnot. But now the whole being loyal for females is out the door. Like they're like, all right, you want me to be a side chick? All right, you're gonna be a side nigga then. Yeah. And that has come up over the past like 15 years.
Yeah, it is.
That's scary.
Nah, it's real scary because like you just don't know, and it makes you question everything. Because honestly, people be out in the open with it. You know, they'll be in a town, in a local town, just chilling like, and then when they see somebody, they act as you knew there was something. It's a chance. If you mess with somebody in the same, it's a chance that something like that is gonna happen. And a lot of it comes from, I feel like, you as a man, you know what you like and what you want. Mm-hmm. You have to make that decision to actually figure out if this is the girl you want to be with. Is she fun or is she not? Right. Because a lot of dudes are just with women. Right. And usually it's either because of looks or anything else, but they're not really holding no bearing to them. Yeah. But it's like, figure out what you want, because if you sit there and deal with something, you're gonna be mad at yourself. Right. And this is usually when men either make mistakes or they cheat and they do something. Listen, if you're not meant to be with that person, you're not meant to be with her. Just because you have a kid or anything, but even if you're a single man, like, move on before she get pregnant. Right. You feel me? Because now you gotta deal with her. Yep. And I just feel like it's more understanding. I feel like the more people come into understanding, like, yo, this is me, this is what I like, and when that person understands that other person, that's when they start to come together, because I understand him, I understand how he thinks, versus it's you gotta be my man or you gotta be my girl. Like, why does it have to just be like that? Why does he have to make a commitment? Right. Because I'm gonna be real, I don't even think a lot of women are really ready for that commitment. Mm-mm. And when it comes to relationship, what type of relationship does she have? Does she know what a positive relationship is? Right. Because there's women that want relationships, but they've been in a relationship with like 30,000 people. Right. Something ain't making sense. Right. Like, how have you been in a relationship with everybody? You just broke up with him next week, now you with the next dude? Right. Who are you? What do you want? Yeah, that's true. And it goes both ways for guys. But let me ask you this. It does. How long does a girl have to cheat on a guy for